And here we go.
10 M's for the rest of your entire life is not enough money. Let's debate, please. I would love to get canceled about this. I stand on it forever. Okay? It don't have nothing to do with me being a rapper. It don't have nothing to do with me wanting nice shit. It don't have nothing to do with none of that shit, nigga. I'm trying to tell you niggas, bro.
Hey, what's good? What's good with it, y'all? Make sure you quick, fast, and in a hurry, do the thing, man. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and make sure you hit that notification bell to be told and be informed about any upcoming interviews that's about to come up on the Real Life Street Star channel, but also anytime I'm gonna go live and do any kind of give backs, whatever, you know what I'm saying, notifications, you know, it's probably something that we just gonna talk about that's probably current. You know, I'm gonna try to stay current with what's going on in the world. But as you can see in the title, man, and as you can see on the video that just came before this, I want to touch on DDG's topic of what he spoke on when he said $10 million is not enough. $10 million is not enough for the world we live in now. As far as somebody, $10 million for the rest of your life, basically. And I want to look at it two different ways. Because again, you know, I'm older, so technically you tell me $10 million, that's good for the rest of my life. And I have enough wisdom and I learned enough to know exactly what to do. So I agree with him and I also disagree with him. He's getting a lot of backlash, man. And once again, shout out DDG, man. Excellent father, man. He's in his kid's life. Him and Halle Bailey is going through their thing as far as trying to, you know, custody and whatnot. But from what it looks like, he is a good father. But I know being a celebrity father is different from being a good father, because a celebrity father has a little more responsibilities. Like Kanye could be a good father, but he's a celebrity father, so you got to kind of approach it a little differently. Anyway, with that being said, it's good as hell. With that being said, DDG got a lot of backlash for saying that 10 million is enough for, you know, for a life, $10 million for life. So I want to look at this two ways, because again, I understand the backlash, but also I understand what DDG is saying. Like, he said, damn being a celebrity, damn the cars and the houses. He's saying that's not enough. Now, mind you, when I first heard it, I'm like, man, that's more than enough. Again, I'm speaking for myself, that's more than enough. You shouldn't need more than that. I don't know why anybody would need more than that. But as I look at it, DDG's young. So I'm going to go from a 21-year-old standpoint, where you don't know enough in life, or you haven't learned enough, you haven't done enough in life. Is $10 million enough for the rest of your life? And I'm also going to go by today's economy with inflation, with how much things cost today and forward projecting. Again, inflation, you know, a house that cost $200,000 15 years ago costs maybe $600,000 now. So it's like life has kind of almost tripled in the last 10, 15, 20 years, which is, to me, insane. As far as, you know, a house costing $70,000 in the 70s, and that same house costing maybe $200,000 in, you know, 2000. So, you know, that took 30 years for it to even double. So it's just going crazy right now. So I'm looking at inflation. With that being said, a 21-year-old, let's say he just somehow comes across $10 million. I want to put in perspective, like, let's say if he gets a good job, let's say he gets a great job coming out of college making $100,000 a year. And, you know, outside of what he has to spend his money on, just making a gross income of $100,000 a year. 10 years, that's, you know, do the math, that's $10 million. So, I mean, I'm sorry, that's $1 million. I apologize. So that's $1 million. If he made $100,000 a year, in 10 years, that's $1 million. So technically, let's say he's gonna live to be, and that's for the rest of his life. He's 21 years old. Let's say he lives to be 80. That's technically what would be considered $8 million he would make in his whole lifetime, till from 20 to getting to let's say 100 or 80, whatever age. And my math might be all over the place, but I guess the point I'm trying to make is I could see how that could not be enough. You know what I'm saying? If you can make $1 million in 10 years, and that's not even paying for nothing, that's just gross. How can it be that $10 million is enough for the rest of your life? When you look at the house that you're trying to buy, When you look at the property taxes on house you're trying to buy, and that's even if you're conservative. Again, in today's world, a 21-year-old going out to buy, he has 10 million. You have to look at it. A 21-year-old is not going to be conservative. He's going to buy what he wants. He's going to buy nice cars, nice houses. He's not going to live in. I'm in Dallas. He ain't going to go to South Dallas and buy a house that costs $130,000. You know what I'm saying? He's going to try to buy something maybe out of Frisco, maybe go to Plano, Highland Park or something. He's going to spend maybe an M on a house. Once he spends that M on a house, and that's just a moderate house, especially if he's going to have a family, a little 4 or 5 bedroom. Nice little square foot, 3,500 square feet. Just nice. You're a millionaire. You have 10 million. You're not gonna live in the slums. There's no reason to live in the slums in a $130,000 house. You're gonna buy a nice house. So once you buy that $1 million house, and again, that's not even mansions no more. It used to be a mansion was $1 million back in the day. Now it's just a regular house is $1 million. So in a nice neighborhood. So you have property taxes on that. You have $1 million house. Your property taxes 20, 30, 40,000 a year. That's got to be paid for the rest of your life if you're owning the house. So this is a person who doesn't have no business sense yet, because again, he's 21. If you're 21 and you don't have no business sense as far as wisdom of what to do with business, stocks, bonds, IRAs and things like that, Roths and stuff like that, if you don't have that kind of knowledge, you're gonna blow the money. Now mind you also have to look at the intangibles that may happen, where if you do happen to have a financial advisor, a financial planner, you get you a financial planner, you don't know, again, you still have the human error. You know what I'm saying? He might rob you. He might be robbing you. You think you're paying taxes. He might be stealing taxes. So you have the human error that you have to be ready for. So you have to put away maybe $100,000, $200,000 to retain a good lawyer to get you out of these sticky situations. Every person who's a millionaire has a good lawyer on retainer, because you don't know what may come in your lifestyle. You have millions of dollars. You might party a little too hard. You might do something. You might crash, DUI. You need a good lawyer on retainer to be able to save you from these situations. So when you look at what D.D.G is trying to say, really, and I want y'all to answer, let's have this conversation, man. Let's get in the comment section. I'm active today. Is $10 million enough for you for the rest of your life? I know some of y'all are probably 45, 50, 37, 39. Y'all probably looking like, man, I'm broke right now and I know how to save money. I know how not to touch my money. I know how to get it and just sit on it. Yes, because y'all already lived the life. Y'all already went through college or went through your 20s and did the crazy stuff you're supposed to do. You got to give grace to the 20-year-old, one-year-old who has 10 million. He's going to do some crazy stuff. So, yes, as you're older, you will, of course, have a situation to where you will, of course, save some money. But a young kid's probably not going to have that mentality. If you're 21, I personally think that $10 million is not enough for the rest of your life. You're talking about for the rest of your life. Like, you do not have to work, and you're gonna just live off of this. And I think that's where D.D.G was going. He's like, you still have to do you have to work a regular job. And if you don't work a regular job or just a job, you will have to make that $10 million work for you. Now, mind you, again, you could make that $10 million work for you, even if you play the stock market. You also have the ability to lose it. So you could lose $400,000, like, oh, no, something happened, you have to think of all the intangibles that may come up in life, you know what I'm saying, an operation. You may need extra money to donate to something or this. So, yes, if you live like a hermit, then yes, $10 million is more than enough for a lifetime. If you live like a hermit, you want to stay in an apartment in the middle of a broken down part of the city, and you just want to live in a little 2-bedroom apartment, not have no children, not worry about nothing, it's just you, no family members or nothing, yes. $10 million probably be more than enough for you to live in a hole, in a hermit, and not use none of your money. Eat Jack in the Box all day, McDonald's, don't even buy no expensive food. Yes, you could, $10 million, yes. Of course, you can live off of $10 million. But your average 21-year-old is not gonna live like that. They're gonna ball out, they're gonna buy a house they want, they're gonna see things that they want, and they're gonna not, of course, have the job to buy, but they have the money in a bank account or a savings account or wherever it is, they're gonna have that money to spend it. So as they slowly start eating away at that 10 million, again, 10 million, the moment you take a dollar out, it's no longer 10 million. It's 9,999,099 or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Whatever that is, whatever the number is, it's that, you know what I'm saying? So you don't have 10 million no more. So once you lose $1 million, you're down to 9 million. Now you're watching your money now. You could lose 2, 3, 4, 5 million after that. Now you're down to $5 million for the rest of your life. And if you're 37 and you started off at 21 with 10 million, you're 37 and you have 5 million left, trust me, you're looking at the rest of your life. You're looking at, man, what am I gonna have when I'm 50? Because the way I just spent that, I might be down to 1 million when I'm 50. And again, some people be like, hey, $1 million at 50 is great. I was able to spend 9 million from 21 to 50, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. And to have $1 million when you're 50 and to just live modestly, yes, the world's not that expensive, but again, you have to look at the things that you can account for, the things that may happen that you don't know. So with that being said, yeah, give me y'all take, man. I just want y'all take as far as, is $10 million enough to spend the rest of your life with? And this is, again, starting at 21, let's say, but also I want to know for you, your life right now. Is 21 million, is $10 million enough for whatever age you are right now? Y'all jump in the comment section. Let's have a debate. Let's have a conversation. I need to hear from y'all. So go and do your thing, man. Hit that comment section. Make sure you hit the like button and share it with some people, man. I want to hear what their thoughts are too. So hit that share button. Let's go, man. And make sure you hit that notification bell for any new content, any new conversations, any new whatever that we're gonna have, man. Y'all appreciate y'all's, just appreciate the love, man. For real life.